Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Ramadan Life with Hasna. Right now, I am in the hostel that I'm staying at in Chiang Mai. It is off of Samlan Street, Soy 7. You can hear all the congestion that I'm experiencing right now. And I think it's so important that on this channel and in my life that I not only share the good days and the times that I'm feeling amazing, but I think it's also important to share the times when I am feeling a little bit sick, congested, sad, lonely. I'm not feeling lonely right now. I'm not feeling sad right now, but there are those times. And I think that there's this tendency in social media to present the best. And part of me says that's a great thing to show the best, to show the happy moments. But I think that it can also give a skewed perception, similar to Hollywood, similar to different celebrities, where you only see what is ideal to see. You only see the airbrushed, perfect lighting. We've been worked on for 3, 4 hours in this ideal setting, and unfortunately, our own reality sometimes doesn't seem as incredible because of the fact that we're constantly looking at this idealized, non-realistic version of an experience. So right now, I am, like I said, in the hostel room, and I chose to stay in a hostel because I love the what do I love? I love the aspect of not just that it's a really great price, because right now, for example, I have the option of staying at a place that's only 10 baht more and it's on my own private room. But I like the idea of connecting with other people and sharing space and not knowing who's going to necessarily arrive, be be in the environment that I'm in. People from all over the world, people from different countries, different mentalities, you get to share with them in a way that doesn't happen when you're on your own in a room, or not necessarily in a room, but in a place like a hotel, I would say. It's a little bit more isolating. So I'm dealing with congestion and different symptoms, and I attribute it to my own actions of, I think after a water fast, you're a little bit more clean, a little bit more sensitive. And I still did have some chocolate. I still did have some dairy. I still did have some carbohydrates. I still did have just many different things, including when I was on the plane, that do I feel bad about it? Whatever I felt, I felt. You know what I mean? Like, I always feel the symptoms, I always feel the effects of eating a diet that's more mucus forming, of eating a diet that's more acidic. And I do recommend all of us, all of you, to look at this one book or look at the teachings of Arnold Ehret, Mucusless Diet, with Professor Spira. I don't know how he says it, to be honest. I've listened to him, but I can't remember. But it's Professor Spira. I definitely recommend people like Dan McDonald from the Life Regenerator on YouTube. He has so much free information that you can look and check out. And he's always been inspiring to me, Dan McDonald, always been very inspiring to me. And there is a point where sometimes I wonder, Hasna, what's wrong with you? Why is it that you are so passionate about this subject, and you felt the benefits of eating raw and living foods and the energy from the juicing and just all of the benefits of releasing excess weight, which means toxins, which is stored in that fat. There's also toxins that are trapped in there, so you're releasing toxins. You're releasing certain types of emotions. You just feel amazing eating that which comes from the earth as Allah created it, as our Creator gave it to us. So I said, Hasna, why is it that you still go to the chocolate? Why is it that you still end up having things that you know are not serving you? Why is that? And there can be many answers to that. Some of it can be the conditioning, as mentioned in a previous video. Some of it could be the parasites that we have. There's so many reasons why that could be. But at the end of the day, we all have to make a decision on a daily level. Who do we want to be? And I feel myself getting closer and closer to not being that person that's tempted anymore because I want to be optimal. That's that's the goal. I want to be optimal. I want to feel amazing every single day. Every single day. So, yeah, yesterday I had Indian food. So I'm supposed to be on this 10-day challenge. And what I'm going to be doing is restarting over again. So tomorrow is going to be another day one. And if it takes me 20 days or 25 days to have 10 days straight, so be it. But I'm going to document this. I'm going to document how I feel. I'm going to have a reference point for myself so that I can say, you remember how you felt after you had that Indian food and roti and samosa and rice, the rice. It's funny how the accent came out with roti, samosa. No, but seriously, how did I feel? Did I feel great? Did I feel amazing? No, no, I didn't. And I, another thing I want to say to everyone is whenever you break a fast, please, please, please be careful what you break your fast on. I'm not talking even about the aspect of the health. I'm talking about something goes on when you have not eaten or drink, even if you're doing a dry fast. And the first food that you have, the first thing that you have, it explodes. It's almost, I don't use these terms usually, but like how some people say it's a foodgasm. It's almost like this burst in your mind of, whoa, this is amazing. Like, this tastes so good. And I made the mistake one time when I tried dry fasting for 5 days where I had, after having water, now why would I do this? Why, Hasna? I don't know. But I had peanut butter with some honey. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. At the time, it seemed like it made sense, but it didn't. And it triggered something in me. And I went through this, which I'm still, like, even a year or so later, there's something about this combination of peanut butter and honey. So it's almost like I can't resist peanut butter with honey or peanut butter with something sweet. And I was at the health food store getting gel galon, which I think I'm saying a little bit wrong. Do I have the stuff in here to show you? My bed is a mess. I don't want you to see. But I got some honey. I don't ascribe to the idea that it's bad for us to have honey. I do know that for some people it's about the bees, which I do understand. But I got some reishi and a few other herbs that I've never heard of until I was in the food store and I actually looked them up. But one is supposed to be good for your lymph system and the other one is good for cough. So I'm taking this, or I'm purchasing this, and then I see peanut butter without salt, without oil, all of that. And I know that it would have been better not to purchase that peanut butter, but I did have some. So I had some of that today. Then I think that triggered me wanting something else acidic because I really think that, excuse me, when we say like attracts like, then if you eat something acidic, you want something else acidic. So then I had this pastry that was there. And of course, anything with sugar tastes good. I mean, that's just how it is. So it's day 3, and only one day was I completely raw. And now I'm having a fresh pineapple coconut water smoothie. I actually didn't want any banana. I feel like my body is saying no more banana. As much as I love banana, my body is wanting juices. My body is wanting something light, nothing dense, nothing heavy. So I'm going to listen to my body And if I go around the corner and I just purchase these juices from them, then yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Now, there is this option that I learned about where you can have these fresh green juices delivered to your door. And some of them are, I mean, pressed broccoli, pressed bok choy, pressed parsley, and it's just so many different options. That's 900 baht a day, which is technically, if you're coming straight from America and you intend to do this, that's about $30 a day, which is pretty amazing, to be honest, to get 6 juices or 3 liters of juice for that price. But right now, is it conducive to my goals and what I'm trying to do, to pay 300 something dollars to do a 10-day juice fast? In this country with the economy, you could live off of that. You could live off of that for a while, to be honest, because if I'm paying, right now I'm paying $5, under $5 a day to rent a place, and that could be my own private room or a bunk or a bed. So if that's $5 a day, that means for about $150 a month, I am able to have a place to stay. So putting it in terms of that, this juice, doing 10 days of a juice fast would cost more than it has cost to live here, to have a place to stay. So in light of that, it doesn't make sense to spend that much. So what I could do is, the person around the corner, I could do maybe pineapple and other fruits. I could purchase my own fruits, blend them up. Maybe I can become friends with which is easy to do here, with one of the people who have a juicer, and purchase my own greens, and maybe they'll let me use it. I believe that's possible. And it would save me a lot of money, to be honest. It definitely would. But one day I would like to, do something like that and just try it out and see how it is. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Because technically I can't afford it, but it's the point of, do I want to afford it? That's the difference. When you get to a certain point with being successful in your businesses and attracting money into your life by Allah's will, then you don't have to think at all about these things. It's like, oh, I want to do it, I just do it. So I see myself being there, but at this moment, it's not quite there yet. But I see it coming. I believe in the good things coming, as Nako Bear sings. So on that note, I'm going to go. My nose is starting to run, and I don't have a tissue. So I'm going to end this. And yeah, I want to show people the real deal, the real situation, as far as sometimes what it takes. Yeah, we have days that we slip. We have days that we fall. It's okay. We're human. The point is growth. The point is moving forward in the direction that you want to go. And I'm moving in that direction. I've done 40-day juice fasts or fruit feasts before, and I've eaten raw and drank raw for over a month, but I've never really gotten past 50 days. So that is something in the near future, that I would like to feel, that I've been able to go straight 50 days, 100 days, a year with no problem. But we will see. Even Annette Larkins, amazing woman. I had a couple of conversations with her, and a lot of you have seen interviews from her, and she said that it took time. It wasn't overnight. It wasn't something that happened overnight. So, yeah. So, alhamdulillah for this blessing. Alhamdulillah for being in this beautiful country, and having the opportunity to get these herbs, having the opportunity to drink these juices, having the opportunity to eat Indian food and see that it tastes good, but it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Well, last night it was too hot, but that's a whole nother subject for another time, perhaps. All right. Lots of love to all of you. I really appreciate those of you who watch the videos and who let me know. Sometimes you may not leave comments, but you mention it to me, how, what you learned, what you benefited. And yeah, it's not the most, what would I say? sometimes you have the channels where they are giving a lot of good information and studies, and I'm sure I will get there. But right now, I'm just sharing in a more simple, raw format, different principles, different concepts, and wanting to connect with those who are on a similar path. So lots of love, peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.